Hello, and welcome to Hipster Beer Reviews. My name is Stencilotis Jan, and my co-host for this evening is Commie Mark.
Hello, greetings, comrade. How you doing? I haven't seen you for ages.
It has been a while, hasn't it? It's been literally 2 or 3 minutes, maybe, since the last stream. So we're back to back tonight because it's Friday, and in America it's probably still quite early, but in the UK it's actually very late. So we like to stack them up on the Friday and the Saturdays, where we British are trying to make a new invasion into America.
Don't give away the plan,
Not
bro.
right, well, don't give away. Stop that! It's the whole Meghan Markle and Prince Harry baby and Prince William and Princess Catherine baby, America and England.
Well, you know, all those lizard people, they all hang out with each other, don't they?
Well, yeah. Shit happens, doesn't it, unfortunately, and us plebs have to go out to work. We're getting bogged down. We haven't even started this show, actually, and we're still getting bogged down with stuff. We're taking a hard turn here. I'm going to, as Mark says, pull the handbrake, bring it back into the show. Tonight we have Faith, get it right in.
Give yourself a full screen.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea. So I've had a little bit to drink already, so it's not the greatest thing. What the hell am I doing? Why is this not working? There we go. Faith Hazy Pale Ale. It used to be called an IPA back in the day. Northern Monk. The reason why I chose this was because it looks like Chubb from Mary Boys, Carl Stephan, on the front, and I saw that and something triggered in my brain. But it has got quite good, as Stato calls it, Van Art.
Van Art, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
The Stato summed it up very, very well on there. It is Van Art. So it's good to see that. We do actually already have 2 viewers. I'm going to quickly go to the comments. Who have we got? We got Pete Pole and we got Stato. Yeah. Who else do you know?
Can they confirm if I've got an echo sound? Because I can hear one, but I don't know if it's going on. Carry on, Jan. So it would have been better if it was called African Monk. That would have tied in better with Chubb. I like the British scenery in the background. American viewers may not know about that Angel of the North, which is on there next to Ayers Rock, which is in Australia. I don't know why. I don't know what mountain that's supposed to be. We've got better bridges than that. Maybe not in the north.
But we have got an electricity pylon for some reason in there.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. It's quite nice graphics, but it is, as Stato would call it, Van Art.
Yeah. At least it's not as bad as what I would call T-shirt art, you know, like a skeleton with a wolf howling at the moon and stuff.
You didn't. It seems you haven't seen the Fax massive beer can artwork. That was literally that. Stato was my co-pilot on that show, and it was literally a wolf howling at the moon and a lady wearing a fishing net. Yep, it is one to watch for the connoisseurs of this channel, which there isn't any.
People says that there's an Illuminati logo on there. I'm guessing, yeah, because it's got a triangle in it, the pyramid with the all-seeing eye on top. That's God, that is. He's the Northern Monk. I solved it. We can all go home.
Solve it. Don't even need to open it.
So speaking of opening it, Jan, do you have the traditional ancient family heirloom that you use every week on the beer reviews?
I have the infamous. I really hate that this is a mirror of a mirror. I have the infamous Stormtrooper. That could also be a Southern drug. I'm getting confused by reading the chat too much. I have the infamous Stormtrooper glass. It is slightly still used. Hold on a second. That's just some crappy Italian beer.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! This has been in my family for at least 200 years. It's that's how good it is.
It's crystal in it.
It's crystal clear. Well, not even crystal clear, but yeah, it was. It's family heirloom.
They
When
they bought it from what back? They bought it from World War II, and that's what you was gonna say. Your German grandparents.
Yeah. Well, it's come from. My grandfather actually fought on Alderaan, and
for the Nazis still.
Obviously for the Empire. Duh. So it went well the first couple of years, and those fucking rebels came along. So yeah, this is the last thing we have left from the good days from the Empire.
when the planet of Alderaan was destroyed, everything was gone except that one glass was just left floating in space with his favorite stormtrooper on.
Exactly. After that battle,
that was his husband, wasn't it? Look, who's emblazoned on that glass.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually like. And then my father, when he was interned in a rebel prisoner of war base, he kept it shoved up his arse for 4 years. Never let it go into enemy hands.
Yeah.
Kept hold of this. This got really dark straight away. So yeah,
pour the beer, Jan. Pour the beer. Yeah, pour it already.
I have noticed my 2 co-hosts on this show, out of 3 co-hosts I've had, 2 have not drunk. It's almost like everybody hates Jan, which is now becoming my new slang term from Java.
I still think you should rename your channel to Everybody Hates Jan.
I think that would be a good idea.
So what's the aroma?
Nice.
Botanical?
It's slightly botanical, but it's quite orangey actually. Oh shit, I didn't read the side of the can. Why am I so terrible at these?
You can still do that after you've emptied it.
What, like that?
The can doesn't cease to exist once you've poured the drink out of it.
It's not like Schrodinger's cat. Oh, you can see. If you see that pour, it looks like lilt. They'd probably, or ting, as they may have in America.
Ting.
It's very cloudy. Christ, that is cloudy. If you went to the doctors with that for a sample, you would probably need to go to hospital immediately.
Really? I need to go.
I would say so. Look at that. Looks like bloody orange squash.
What about if your shit looks like that? Do you have a problem?
I would call an ambulance immediately. That was not coming out the back end. If that's coming out the back hole, I would say that's an issue. We're holding steady at 2 views at the minute, which is an increase from last time, it seems.
Record, yeah.
It's a new record. So what I wanted to show you guys, people and Stato, is on here, this beer has actually been, this is so made up. We were looking at this before. Yeah. It's got the person who actually created it, and he's called Brian Dixon. and he is Brethren number 2.
Yeah, Brian Dixon, he puts his dick on all the cans before he sends them out.
I want to know who number 2 works for.
Number 1, obviously.
Who does number 2 work for? It's Austin Powers reference from 25 years ago. That's how on the money I am.
It says underneath in white, it says, "A up, we're Northern Monk." And I hate it when people try to affect an accent in writing, which is what I do all the time.
Yeah. The only thing, we won't go on to the thing we were talking about off air because that probably get the channel struck.
Just take it as close to the camera as you can, like see if they can.
Can you see what we were having trouble reading here? What this may or may not say?
It looks to me now like we didn't hard much. I mean, we know what it says since, but we'll leave the chat to have some ideas about what that might say. So I have an article here on how to review beers. Yeah. So we can do it as a checklist. So the first question is about the appearance and the look. So what do we think? It looks cloudy as shit, don't it? It don't look that appetizing. It looks worse now since you put it down and come back. It looks paler. I suppose it is a pale ale.
Well, it probably the lighting doesn't help, but it doesn't look like a IPA.
No,
I would say so. It's very citrusy, very citrusy.
Yeah.
Let me try
the next thing. The taste is the next question. Yeah.
You know, personally, the can is probably the better thing to smell rather than that because this has been aired out.
Does it taste like gasoline, as Statistical Zero is implying? Is it better or worse than gasoline?
It doesn't really have a taste at all. I have been drinking those Berlinettas or whatever they're called earlier. All you get is it's quite strong though, I have to say. I'm like, it's got like it's got mango in it. They've all got mango in them. It's not metallic like the Chinook was, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it isn't facts. That stuff was awful, wasn't it? That was flat as anything. It's got a slight alkaline taste to it. And that's about it. It's not got an ale taste. There's no hop taste to it. What's it going to taste like? What taste of this? Hazy pale ale is very easy to drink, to be honest with you.
Okay, so here's a question. Does it taste like it smells?
That's a very good question. It does taste like it smells. It smells... You remember Bacardi Breezers?
Yeah.
You know when you used to get the straw, put the straw down the side and just chug it in one?
I had a different technique, but I'm aware of that lame technique, yeah.
You probably just used to deep throat the bottle or something.
Now, what happens is that when you're drinking it, you create a vacuum in the bottle in it, and all you have to do is like go with your mouth and it just, blow a bubble into it of air, and it'll carry on. But do carry on.
I wasn't that posh.
You couldn't blow.
Well, we weren't allowed air when I was a child. That was for people who went to grammar school.
Yeah. Well, it was tough in the 80s, wasn't it? Thatcher was a bit of a bitch.
Back in the 80s, we only had like 2 inside toilets and like a Volvo estate.
That still exists today because they're indestructible.
Yeah, that car's still being driven around. It just crashes into people. They just use it to destroy houses now. Volvo.
That's the Swedish military have bought them all back so they can use them as actual tanks in the battlefield.
You know what? There was a completely off topic, but Volvo used to do this thing where they're the only car company in the world which thought of this up. I have no idea why they thought this was a thing. What would happen if a moose walked out in front of our car? That was a test they would do. Yeah. And they had like a fake moose that they'd made.
Yeah, well, you're not going to use a real moose, are you? Not every time.
Cost, you'd balance out the costs, wouldn't you? Let's not get bogged down with who's using what, real mooses for what. So it's a real moose, and the whole idea is you don't want to get the driver killed by a whole moose flying through the windscreen.
Yeah, of course.
And so they were going to build a car with Fiat, and they built the Fiat round to try it. And the Fiat got completed, took the whole roof of the car off, this fake moose attack. And so Volvo redesigned the Fiat, and Fiat company said, it's not going to happen over in Italy. And that was it. Volvo said, we're never going to work with any Italian company ever again, with Fiat ever again for that.
No way.
Even though they don't get mooses in Italy. True story. It's like true story, bro. Yeah. Like Volvo went, we tried your car out because Fiat just wanted to try their safety stuff out. It wasn't even going to sell it in their country or anything. They were just like, we want to try it. And they were like, well, we don't get them over here. Well, go fuck yourselves. We get them over here.
I want to know what would happen if one of those gay little mopeds crashed into a moose. And I would like to draw attention to that question from people. Which do you prefer, chocolate or strawberry? Specifically, milkshakes is what I'm thinking. Chocolate milkshake or strawberry milkshake? Which one's your favorite? Which one do you prefer?
Strawberry.
Strawberry, yeah. Do you know what that means? It means your mom's got pink nipples.
What?
Yeah. Instead of brown nipples. And you don't want to know what happens if you choose banana as your favorite. So come on, what's the next question on the beer review thing? So
do you not want to know my reason for strawberry milkshake?
I know the reason. It's because your mom's got pink nipples. It's a baby biology thing.
No. When I was younger, back in the day when you couldn't go to McDonald's all the time, no, it's different in America because there's loads of them. But where I live, there was only one in like 50 miles. And you used to have to drive to. It was a special occasion to go to McDonald's. And you'd go there for your birthday. And when I went there for my birthday, they'd allow us to go into the back, like it was like behind the scenes. And if you ask nicely at McDonald's, they will add 2 flavors together.
Yeah.
So you get strawberry and chocolate mixed together.
Yeah, sounds gross.
Anyway, I just to add to our lack of viewers, our Caesar's just gone live.
Oh, that's good. We can peel some viewers off of him.
Yeah. Shall we get back on course here? We've really gone.
I've got a question to bring it back round. Does it taste like the can looks like? Does it reflect the branding that they're offering? Do you feel that you're a Northern Farmer or whatever the fuck it was called.
Do I feel that it's a sunny afternoon, the sun's setting, over what's that bridge?
Don't know.
Klondike Bridge? Did I
Sounds
just make that
American.
up?
Klondike's a place, but
Is that
I think it's in America.
what's the bridge in Bristol?
And the one in Bristol.
It's not the one in Bristol, obviously, because it's northern. That's the viaduct. Oh, Clifton.
That's also in South Clifton.
Something viaduct. That is. Somebody in the north will correct us in about 20 years' time when they watch this video. Does it make me feel like I'm looking over God's own country, which is Yorkshire, I'm guessing? Is that Yorkshire?
I don't know. Just answer the question already.
You wanted to come on here as a co-host? You have to roll with it. No, this tastes like what you would have in the Caribbean. It's nice, but it's a Caribbean drink. If imagine being in Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica, on what's that murder place on the BBC, Death in Paradise. If you're in Death in Paradise, in the background as an extra, you would very easily drink these.
Yeah, and I want to posit a hypothesis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility that your glass is like infused with mangoes?
Well, no, it does get clean. It's all these IPAs taste of mangoes.
Imagine if this was how you found out that you were taste blind, like trying to do these beer reviews. And it turns out I don't have any taste buds. Everything tastes like mangoes. Fried chicken, I love the mango-y flavour of fried chicken.
You know, I never thought about that because I have smoked for about 15 years.
What flavour of vape you smoking? A mango one?
Mango flavour? Would that? Is that? No, this is blackcurrant flavour, but I did smoke for 15 years, and now you're starting to make me think: have I travelled down the path I should really have thought about before I started this show? It's an existential threat.
Paths. So, how did it feel in your mouth?
It's an IPA, so it's not fizzy at all.
No.
It's a flat beer.
Would you? It's got a list of examples here. Would you describe it as light, heavy, chewy, oily, thin, watery, smooth, raw, or coarse?
Smooth.
It. That's what I would have guessed from the look of it. The way you was drinking it like it was fucking pineapple juice.
It does taste like pineapple juice.
It looks like pineapple juice, like it had that cloudiness that pineapple juice does.
It might even be pineapple juice, and I might have just pulled the wrong can and forgotten about it. You guys saw me pour that, didn't you? So I'm not having some like Alzheimer's incident here. So that wasn't bad, actually. I quite enjoyed it. It's very much Death in Paradise kind of drink. It's a Caribbean murder mystery extras kind of drink. That's my review of it. Probably no other beer review would use that.
I don't think they'd use any of this.
Nobody's going to use any of this. Charlie's London is asking, are you coming to bed or what? Bearing in mind, I think she's probably still playing her game. or stream sniping. One, it's very quiet in there. Do you mind if I go and see just in case she's stream sniping us?
She better not be without inviting me.
Stato's put a very good comment up. I'm going to check.
If this was real life now, I'd have smacked the bottom of that can into your eyeball.
You would have done that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it doesn't smell of alcohol at all. It smells like lilt or ting or whatever, like lemon. It's almost like, you know when you buy those posh lemonades?
Sure.
It smells like that. You know, the cloudy lemonade. It smells like that. It wasn't my cup of tea.
No.
But if you're on holiday on a murder mystery island, this is quite nice. Fact. Now, do you want to? Should I check with the other side very quickly?
I think we should just.
What?
Oh, you're going to do two?
No, it's up to you.
Go on. I'm happy to watch you get progressively drunker and drunker while I stand here idly mocking you on the sidelines.
Well, does Stato and Pete want to come in?
I like the way you framed that, so it looked like he was answering your question.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. Then I learned that from my apprentice. He told me some tricks about the internet. Whilst licking stuff because he's a dirty bastard.
Now the apprentice has become the master. Is that what you're saying?
No, not when he licks the sauce and then puts the lid back on. Oh, there you go. I'm going to go watch a film. All right, people.
Pip, go and watch the Captain Battle movie on YouTube. It's great. It's got Charlie Chaplin in it.
Stato wants it. Let me just check in with the boss, see what she's doing. Mark, can you hold the...
I can. I can't add him if he appears, but I can.
Well, I haven't given him the link yet. I need to see what's happening in the... why are we having this conversation? I'll be back in a second.
All right. Catch you later. Go and do your laundry. Go and make a cup of coffee.
I'm doing a wise guys on you.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fine. Now I'm going to stand here in silence. No, I'm not. I'll just say something, cover for you. Just make up a continuous string of words that continue to like flow without actually saying anything, like nothing with any sort of deeper meaning. Just a series of different words all strung together in a chain to like keep filling up the space, to like take up all of the dead air that's being created while we're waiting for you to get back.
Yeah. You've been bad mouthing me, I'm guessing. But so let's put the thing to right. So we got 2 viewers. Only 2.
Viewers, 3 people on the show. There's 5 of us.
There's 5 of us. That's how it works, isn't it?
We can start a boy band.
I'll put the link in there because there's only that many of us watching. There you go. Stato's kind of become our new new member of the band.
Yeah.
He's become the Ringo Starr. Oh, he's here already. No.
You took your only viewer and put him in the show.
It's because we're...
yeah, leave it like that. I like it like that. Do yourself big. I liked it when it was just you on the screen. Yeah, that's better, that is. because you're the boss of the show. You're the only one who's got a camera on.
Our
So
in the avatar.
should have it.
Let me clear my glasses. Yeah, we brought that. It's called customer service. If you're a customer, you get a priority service. Holy shit! I'm not even watching my own show. Jesus Christ! Why am I so terrible at everything? I'm meant to be running everything. Oh my God! You should see the picture that review. There we go. Let's see if I can.
I want to see Jan try and host an actual. I want to see him try and host a proper shilling show, and it would be just like the Wise Guys show, but with Jan instead. I think it would be great. It would be the hottest new show. Everybody hates Jan.
Wise Guys show is the show to go on.
It's a kingmaker.
Wise Guys show. I've never seen a show get so many people on.
He asks.
It's unbelievable. He gets everybody. I'm waiting for him to go, and yeah, we got Sean Gordon Murphy today.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
It's a matter of time.
Talking briefly of comic books in the break between beers while Jan composes himself. I saw the Not Daredevil sketch that you did today. Stato, that's great. It's good work.
Oh, thanks.
Like it's really well colored as well. I've been putting a lot of attention into like coloring because I'm getting it like recolored and watching what's going on, noticing all the little things I would have noticed before. It's good. Good work.
Oh, thanks. I just cut up myself a bunch of sketch cards. I was going to fill them all up.
That's cool.
I have to say, Sato, I think your work has, from the very early ones, it's become almost almost like a daily report. Almost, it's like you see something, you pick up on it, bang, done. Where
the
before
proper
it was
like
kind of like a collaboration of stuff.
A little bit. Sometimes when I don't have enough time to do a comic strip, I'll just put together a quick sketch or something like that to shout somebody's stuff out. It's sort of a time factor, really.
Did you go
you've
to
essentially
art
done?
college?
Hmm?
Did you go to art college or?
No, not at all.
What Statistical Zero has achieved is he has managed to do newspaper-style comic books in Comicsgate by making them topical to like the creators, like and what's going on in the moment or whatever. It's real clever. Like no one's done that. Like so.
It's the answer to Bless This Mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've made Bless This Mess about CG, but you've made it a weekly version.
It's almost daily. Almost daily.
It's kind of sporadic. I mean, it's like, I'll skip a day or two and then I'll do 3 or 4 of them in a day. And then, so, I mean, I guess kind of, I'm at what, well, let's see here. I started in April and we got around 56, 58 of them.
Wow.
Something like that.
I think they're great. Everybody thinks they're great.
Well, I'm glad for that.
One of the things that you've been able to tap into is that by like anytime that you draw me, you get like retweets out of that, like because it gives me like an ego boost in it, and then that works for everyone. Like you can do that to anyone, so that's really helping.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to put some eyes on your books.
You're doing great work. You're doing great. If I wasn't, I don't want to talk about my new apprentice too much because God bless him, he's brand new. But the last 3 weeks has been very tough. We were talking about him off air, and we were talking. I think he got mentioned in Mark's show, but some of the stuff. Mark, should I say about the curry sauce?
Go for it. I don't care.
So we sent him out to get some chips, some fries, and he didn't know where to go. So I said to one of the other guys, "You go with him and direct him where to go." So he went out and he got some fries for lunch and some sandwiches and stuff because it's Friday. And the other guy was with him and he was carrying it all back. And he puts it down and he goes, "Oh, I love this." Opens the curry sauce. You know when you carried it, it's splashed up on the lid like a yogurt. So he takes the lid off. And he goes, "Oh, I love this. I won't." Oh, he went, "Oh, I won't touch the sauce because of what C virus." So he licks the lid and then puts the lid back on the container.
Well, he didn't touch the sauce, for goodness sake.
Puts it back on the container. And one of our guys is just looking at him, and his roommate is just slopping around all over the lid inside the vehicle. And he's like, "That's yours now." Nobody else. He came out. He's like, "That is yours. Nobody else will touch that ever again."
He can double dip.
He did double. Oh. And he's just like that. He's just, God bless him. He's enthusiastic. He's only 19. Bless him.
Oh.
I won't tell you the other stuff. He's Slovenian, and some of the stuff he comes out with is unbelievable.
So
But he's a really nice guy. He's enthusiastic, but he's very, very new.
As much as I'm enjoying this HR meeting, what's the next beer on the agenda?
Yeah, so,
what's next on the agenda, Brenda?
I'm getting bogged down with talking to my friends. So this is a posh can. I really like the look of this can.
Yeah, it looks nice as a playing card. Maybe not as a beer can, but it looks cool. I could see it on a tarot card or something.
What I like about this is that they've actually put a grippy substance
Like a matte
on it. Yeah, it's got a matte finish on it. So the actual can is just silver, and they've just done a spray on it. And as a stencil artist, I like the idea of that. I really like this front. I didn't even. That is what sold it to me. That looks amazing.
No tagline on it, I noticed.
Yeah, no tagline. That just goes. That's just yes, slay, queen.
In America, I'm sure it'd say something like, "Ooh, that's a tasty bird." On the side.
Oh, that tasty bird. But that looks posh. That looks like something you would give somebody for Christmas / holidays in America.
I think that's pushing it a little bit to say that you'd give it to someone for Christmas.
Well, I'd give it to you for Christmas.
Oh, fuck you.
All right. I'll give you a present then for Christmas, you bloody heathen.
Now you're gonna get an empty can for Christmas.
Yeah, you're gonna get this empty can, you mug.
Santa started doing that because coal's actually pretty worth something.
These days, yeah, that coal's actually expensive these days. But also, they don't have any fancy stuff on the back saying about it. Saying, "Oh, this was made in by the Native Americans." Out of whatever.
Yeah, I do like the fact that they've dropped the bullshit. I like the fact that there's six instructions, 6 ingredients. It's real simple. This is like how I'd lay it out.
Well, it's either laziness.
Well, yeah, and it's a nice typeface as well.
It says artwork by Valero Duval. We should see if that person's on Twitter. See if they're CG or not.
Shall we see? Well, we'll see it in a second. We're getting bogged down with this because we were meant to do that with the last one. Go on their website.
Oh yeah.
It's still working. There's still a work in progress. This the problem with doing these so late, I'm not. It's not going well.
Stealing more of Wise Guy's moves there.
Yeah, I'm mugging up to the camera. It's botanical.
Uh-oh.
It does actually smell botanical. Doesn't smell
Like
of mango.
mangoes, no.
I know.
If this ever really takes off, you've got a shirt opportunity right there.
Yeah, botanical with mangoes.
Oh, he's getting a good deep drag.
Yeah, I think it's knocked him out. It's so strong.
Back.
And back.
I apologise for that.
That's okay. We kept it going.
We've not been taken off air, have we?
No, the timer's still going in the corner.
We've been. What?
Yep, you're still there. You're just a little patchy.
Patchy, but rubbish. But as always, right? Let's pause this because this stream's going on far too long now. No.
It was funny the way that when you was doing all that roboting and freezing and stuff, it kept sharing all the pictures of your dick pics, like from your laptop, like on the screen.
It looks a little better.
It looks a little better than the other one.
It's a better color, certainly. Like, still looks quite cloudy to me.
It's still quite cloudy. Obviously, using my my great grandfather's glass from when he was in the war on Alderaan before we nuked those fuckers.
The rebel scum.
Those rebels.
It's going to leave your body looking the exact same.
Exactly. If
Yeah,
not
but
darker,
from his ass though instead.
Oh God.
But it's all natural ingredients. So.
You know, I'm starting to think that, Mark, with your thing about maybe my taste buds have gone because this tastes quite mango. No.
Maybe your stick should be you should pretend to be drunk while you're drinking the stuff. You know, like the old like Foster Brooks or something, where he's like, "This stuff is the best. I don't know all you guys. I really do. This is good stuff."
Have you ever watched the that video of Orson Welles trying to do the champagne advert?
No, was he drunk?
He was mortal, and he's like, they had to do like 85 takes of it, and at the end, he's literally like this. He's just sliding out of the scene because he started off going, whatever it was, let's call it Scheider's champagne, the best champagne. Beep. Scheider's champagne, the best champagne in the. So my glasses fell down. Champagne, and at the end he's just going, and that's it. Literally, and they managed to cobble together a video. They didn't use any of his voice. They just had him sitting there like this.
Perfect.
Background was going, I did champagne, the best champagne in the world. And he's like, but all these fucking mango IPAs, they all taste exactly the same.
They could have put his Transformers character up there with a thing of beer right in front of him. Was it Omicron? Unicron, that's right, yeah. Just have a beer right in front of Unicron.
Could have had. You got me thinking about that now. We're babbling now.
So come on, your boy Jan. How does it feel in your mouth?
This is fizzier. And it's a lot fizzier. I prefer a fizzier drink than the flatter cans.
Me too. I prefer monsters.
So on a scale of 1 to beer, where does it stand?
It's a solid 6. The problem with all these kind of hipster beers is you need to drink quite a few of them to get into the mood of them. By that time, you're quite drunk.
Oh, that's their game.
Yeah.
You'll like it when you're drunk.
Yeah, it's a bit like burgers. You know, when you have when you really fancy a burger, any burger will do.
I thought you were saying that tasted like a burger. I was just like,
oh.
I thought he was saying, you'll like it when you're drunk. You know, it's like burgers. You'll like them when you're fat.
No, it's like a burger is like you can have a burger at any time, any meal. You can have a burger.
Mm-hmm.
Not many times do you think I want to have a burger, and that's what you actually really want.
Really?
No, I think I get at least once a week. I'm having a burger today. Like, that's a thing.
It's burger day.
Yeah.
No, it's never burger day. It's like we have this, and then when you're driving somewhere, you're like, we're driving. Oh, well, do you want to stop, have some fast food? Yeah, we're having Burger King or McDonald's or whatever.
You don't make burgers at home?
No.
And I suppose you live in an apartment thing, don't you? So you don't even have a barbecue.
Do one of those George Foreman grills.
Well, and Charlie's Mediterranean, so we have a lot of salads and fish.
Can you put burger in the salad?
Yeah, man. Have a burger salad.
Burgers? What? No. Yeah, but we have like, we were meant to have today seafood salad. The day before we had chili con carne, and then we had salad again, and we have lots of kind of Mediterranean stuff.
Cool.
So like a burger with olive oil on it.
yeah, a burger with olive oil. Throw that burger in an olive oil. They are called curfters, aren't they? There you go, curfters.
Oh yeah, like lamb ones.
Olive oil.
You could have meatballs. Meatballs are just rolled up burgers.
I think we're starting to get bogged down.
Yeah. So, for me, the most important question with these beer reviews is: does the beer match the can?
Are we still talking about it?
He's gonna say, "Was the beer match the drapes?" I'm like, I'm not sure what that means.
Does the beer match the burgers? Let me taste it. What burger? What? Okay.
No.
Are we thinking this beer will taste like?
That's not the question, Jan. The question is, does it match the can? Like what they're selling on the supermarket shelf? Does it taste like a blue bird, like a blue taro bird?
I would say yes. I would say this is a good representation of this. But my question to you guys, I really need to get new glasses. They keep sleeping down, and I look like that guy from the bloody Hot Fuzz. If you've seen Hot Fuzz, you know when they've all got their riot gear on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know the guy who's like the police sergeant, and his glasses keep sliding down like that, and he's like, "What would you?" Well, What would you do, sir? That's what it feels like.
Was that? I'm trying to think of who that was. Oh, is that not the bad guy?
No, he's like
One of the Andes?
Yeah, one of the Andes, and he goes, "You've been here," and he's got tomato sauce all over.
Bolognese.
Yeah, exactly. And his glasses come down like that, and he's got tomato sauce over his face. Yar.
Oh my gosh! I just discovered a great opening line for your show.
Yar.
It's 8.50 beer.
8.50 beer. What burger do you guys think this would go well with?
Turkey burger.
Oh,
I was also going to go for poultry, but I was going to suggest a pheasant burger.
Pheasant?
Ooh, that's upscale.
How posh are you?
Well, I'm just going with the branding in it. That's what it always comes back to for me. You said it tastes like a bluebird. I think that's as close as you're going to get, apart from an actual bluebird. But those
You know, when I grew up, where I grew up, they used to do a lot of pheasant
in the hood.
shooting. In the hood. Yeah. When I grew up in the hood, in the countryside, they used to do a lot of pheasant shooting or grouse shooting. And the rich people from London used to come down and blat away with the shotguns. And the Labradors would bring the birds back. And they were like, "Oh, God, it's been in the dog's mouth. We don't want to eat those." And the farms used to sell the birds off cheap. You could buy a pheasant for £1, which is $1.
Mm-hmm. About
a whole pheasant for $1.
Yeah, cool. Just because it's been in a dog's mouth.
Yeah, plucked, ready to go in the oven.
Yeah, sounds sexy.
Oh, hang on. Charlie wants to come in.
Oh.
We're getting ahead of an echo as well for some reason. Hello.
Hi, Charlie.
I'm trying to sleep and God, you chat so much rubbish.
Yeah, can you take this comment off the screen, please? There we go. That's better. I can see your eyebrow now, Charlie.
I'm going to sleep. You lot are boring.
What, with the lights on? She's going to bed with the lights on and her TV on in the background. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. That's because she didn't do a Dicks Across America show.
Dicks Across America.
What?
Dicks across the Atlantic.
Dicks Across America.
Sounds like some sort of one of those "We Are the World" kind of songs. You do Dicks Across America.
Didn't you have something like that? Hands Across America?
Yeah, I remember that. I think.
Was that the 80s? That's from that film.
I think they only made it a couple miles before they gave up.
What film was that in? I'm turning I'm slowly turning to fucking Cecil. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've just got random ideas coming to my head constantly.
Public
What was
service
that called?
in 1986, approximately 6.5 million people held hands 15 minutes
There you go.
in a
So
human chain
that's a lot.
across the United States. Yeah, they can't do that with COVID. No.
So what was that for?
It was for peace. Let's see.
In America?
Well, it didn't work.
Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Mogadishu. Tried. It was worth a try.
Mogadishu is one of my favourite cities to call upon.
To raise
Just
money and
sound
awareness
like-
for hunger.
Yeah, well, they need that in Mogadishu.
Good things to raise awareness for because it's non-political. Good things.
Like hunger.
No, it's good things to. it's a good thing to go for, is to say, right, we don't like people going hungry. There's no politics. We want people to have good shelter. No politics. All the other stuff, too much politics.
Learn to read.
Yeah, learn to read. That's all great. I love all of that. All the other stuff, too political.
What about cancer charity?
That too.
It's too political for me. No, like legitimately, do you think that cancer research, when they find the cure for cancer, are going to say, thanks everyone for your contributions, here's the cure for cancer for free? Or do you think they're going to patent it and sell it at $900 million like a year? Especially in America, poor Stato, with his insurance and that, it's going to cost him $7 million a week.
Yeah, but you're looking at it wrong, Mark, because there's no... Cancer is a catch-all word for mutation of cells.
Right.
And I know
I'm not specifically speaking about cancer research. All medical research is like that. Like that, once they find a cure for a thing, like they're not gonna repay all the charity money that they raised. Like it'll go into the pockets of the 1% again.
You raised an interesting point there, because have you ever noticed how many film stars live for a very long time?
Yeah, that's wealth, though. That is, I think wealth is the real power in the world.
It is, but we don't talk about that type of stuff because that's boring. Politics and stuff, and getting bogged down in that kind of nonsense. It's not what we talk about. We talk about fun stuff, about stupid beers and stupid stuff.
Yeah,
yes, and when it's good, it's a pheasant surprise.
Yeah,
it is a surprise. Like having a $1 pheasant. It's got pellets in, but you can just spit those out when you're eating it. So, and what have you guys? Yes.
I was going to ask if you've got a score for your final beer.
What was the score for the last one?
6.
6?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I remember
you saying 6. A 6. He asked you between one beer and you said 6. And I thought,
that would
5,
have been,
that's good.
That would have been this beer because I wasn't on for the last one.
Oh, yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
I don't think you did give it a score then.
So what was the score for the last one? You said it was...
Look, here's Charlie with extreme delay making the same joke, saying, does that make it a pheasant surprise? I know there's a bit of a lag on the stream, but ain't that much.
I feel like I'm getting heckled from my own flat. Slightly with this. These beer reviews are very unprofessional, I feel.
I like them.
And they go completely off topic a lot of the time. And there's not enough stuff about helicopters as well in these beer reviews.
No.
Maybe you should start talking about how far you'd go for the beer. Like the facts one, you'd maybe bend down, kick it over. But like a good beer, you'd like jump onto that helicopter and hang on to that bit that it lands on and like fly 4 miles while it's flying all over the place just to get to that beer.
I like your idea.
The further you go, the better it is.
So it's kind of like
you do look a bit like a proclaimer. So you could do how many miles would you go? How many miles would you walk for that specific beer?
Well, weirdly, I've realised I do need to get new set glasses because these are so worn out. I'm constantly trying to push them back onto my head because all they do is this. I look like an idiot because I keep doing this.
What if you were to tape it up?
What? Round there?
Yeah.
A bit of tape there.
Yeah.
And on the sides.
I saw a guy once who was wearing science safety goggles with the lenses from his glasses sellotaped to the inside. And he was riding a bike.
Perfect. It's ingenuity.
Do you think I should get tape there? I think I should get some for being on show. I'm gonna put some tape, yellow tape, around the middle.
Get some of that poster putty and put it right behind there, and they just
Right behind there. So they sit like really high, like that.
perfect.
Something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I'm constantly playing with these fucking glasses. They're so old and worn out. I'm gonna get some new glasses at some point.
You can do the dramatic takeoff.
A what?
You can do the dramatic takeoff. You're like, this beer is very good. There you go. Yeah, just like what was it? Not NCIS, but CSI in Miami. Whenever he'd do the pun, and he'd just before he'd say something, he'd pop his glasses on. Yeah. Then the credits roll.
What, Ginger Bollocks? Is that guy?
Oh yeah,
Ginger guy?
David Crusoe.
Yeah. Is that him?
Yeah. And then cue the Who.
Yeah. Once again, we've taken a dramatic turn off. Well, I'm effectively filling time because I don't think Dick's across the Atlantic. Is it Dick's across Atlantic? Is that what it's called?
The show is actually called the Transatlantic Chitter Chatter.
Oh, sorry.
I call it touching tips across the Atlantic because that's a reference to a joke from when CGUK had Cecil on, and it someone said that it may have been him. But the reason that I really like it is that touching tips abbreviates down to T-tip, which was the name of that big controversial trade partnership that we was gonna make with the USA and the transatlantic international trade deal or some shit. I can't remember. Touching tips across the Atlantic, but it's on Charlie's channel, and she ain't calling it that. So.
It just sounds like like passive aggressive. You can watch May, or you can go watch Dicks Across Atlantic.
Dicks across Atlantic.
Oh no!
Sato's like, why the hell do I watch these idiotic English people?
Oh, I love you guys.
I'd just like to declare as well that I've got 29 people on my mailing list in the first 24 hours.
Nice.
Which is pretty good. It's more than I had after 2 weeks on my last book.
That's really good. Really, really good.
It's not as good as Charlie's got the email addresses of every single person on Earth on her campaign.
Yeah, she's doing great.
Charlie's got so many people on her mailing list that she has access to Hillary Clinton's deleted emails on there.
Well, in my job, I just leaked everybody's email addresses. Everyone's getting it in the world. There's going to be some guy in Kazakhstan. He's going to be sitting there and be like, I look after the gods. Beep, 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 beep. Charlie's London. What? I just access everybody's like, well, work perk, isn't it? So
I feel like CGUK is getting more at least in the last month, it's gotten a lot more people watching.
Yeah, I've got 2 watching me, so
woo.
Normally it's 1. It's 100% more.
Yeah, you doubled your audience, bro.
Yeah,
200%.
But no,
100%.
So you are correct. We are getting more. I think it's just people like our idiotic kind of ambitious but rubbish, no drama kind of look at things.
Wow, that brought me over. I got adopted by CGUK, so I don't. Me and Wooly doing a show.
Oh yeah, good work that is. Like, I was real happy to hear about that. Like, because counts as the show on our network, so it's great. Welcome to the team.
Well,
Yes,
Saka,
coming up. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, effectively, you are a 1 degree of separation from CG UK, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Your go-to guy as a sub-presenter?
Co-presenter, a sub-presenter.
I am a subhuman. Yep.
Sub-presenter? Co-host?
Subcenter.
The sub-presenter. Don't type that into a pornography website.
I've been dealing with bloody Slovakian people. It's just like these words come into my head.
What do you want? Understudy,
so
backup on the bench.
Just the wording they use is always so random. It's like, what? I've had it for 3 weeks. It's time to affect my actual speaking about stuff. At one point, I was actually starting to talk like Slovakian. You know this?
There was a Polish woman who was a boss in a factory that I worked in once. And she always used to say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, that's not safety." Like, so then I started like affecting that like in a mocking way, like especially at her or whatever. Like, but you know, I'd say it to everyone in the warehouse, and then I started saying it at home, like to my kid and stuff. And now I just say that, "Whoa, that's not safety." Like, it's so dumb. But it's weird the way that happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
The problem is he calls everybody bastard all the time, which doesn't help.
What?
You go, shall we go see bastard?
Oh.
What?
Sounds like he's going to give you a aneurysm.
And I've started to talk like I recently. What was I said the other day? I was talking to him. I went, cafe. He went, yeah, cafe. I went, yeah, cafe. So what? No, let's go to the cafe to go get something. Like, cafe. Oh, Jesus. Next time I come on the show, I'm going to be fluent in Slovakian.
Cool.
I have trouble with English, so this is going to be a real reach for me. So
A real reach
let's see
around.
what happens. Anyway, has this reached a natural end?
Oh, is it still live? I thought we finished about 40 minutes ago. Fuck's sake.
No, we're still fucking live. This is unbelievable. This is, once again, it's one of these idiotic streams. These videos were only meant to be 10 minutes long, and then somebody said to me, why don't you go live, Jan?
This is going to help your watch hours, though.
Yeah, it helped me watch hours. There's
Yeah,
one
you're going to
person
get at least 1 hour out of this.
Yeah. Instead of a really tight 5-minute video. And I went, yeah, why not? And it's turned into this thing. This is what everybody hates Jan should be. Just me talking shit about stuff.
You should do a show called Everybody Hates Jan, where people can come in from the chat and just slag you up to your face and then go.
Just a whole chat full of Jabbas.
Yeah.
Is that what it got me? Kevin loves me, really, though.
Yeah,
it's like it'll be like, you know, the 2-minute hate thing, like in 1984, just be like that. People come in, slag off Jan. You have to do a super chat first to get in. Thank you.
Oh,
£2 quid. Come on, everybody, hate Jan.
You can throw
your beach ass pansy, like
yes,
say anything you want.
I can feel your hate.
Oh, we still got that. Everyone's gone home apart from us three. It's the end of the night. Everyone's gone home. The lights are up.
Yep.
It's one of those. Right, so I'm gonna call this because these two beers tasted far too much alike. It wasn't the facts. We didn't have the impact of the facts beer review. I liked them, but they weren't barbecue or Chinook's level. I will try again, and next time it's going to be tighter. I actually tweeted the beer company into this one.
Yeah. I'll see if they send any free ones to you.
I doubt it. I might get a cease and desist order.
That's possible.
I was going to hit the fucking leave studio. Why do I always want to do that? Leave people set out my own chat.
You got to do it like those try videos where you're sitting at a table and you're like, what's this? Go, or something like that. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, what is this? What is this? And then sit and drink it. You know, like those reaction videos where they'll just put something in front of them and say, drink that.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Well, hold on. We're at this broadcast. We're carrying this on afterwards because this sounds just us talking about stuff on a live stream. 7 hours later, it's going to be one of them. Okay, so thank you for watching. If anybody has ever made it this far through this show, and watch another one, I will cut this into different parts, I believe. Okay, thanks, Baba. Does anybody else? Do you guys want to say anything?
Anything?
There is no chance that the one person in the audience doesn't already know who I am and what I'm up to. Unless it's the brewery that you tagged in from Twitter, in which case, buy my comic book, please, for the whole brewery.
Of course, I have it up in another window. I wonder if it's also me.
It's probably you. Okay, let's end this. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm so gay, Annie.